A very good morning. My name is Fabio and welcome back to another daily market outlook. Now, before we dive into EURUSD, I just want to say a massive thank you if you were there during the weekend with the Trading Academy meetup in person. So we had an amazing dinner all together and we got to know each other a little bit better. If you want to join the next one, make sure to join the Discord server as we'll be dropping more information on the next meetup over there. Now, looking here at EURUSD, we can currently see that the daily fractal high has been broken. So what happened on Friday is that we broke this overall fractal high here on the daily time frame, indicating to me that the daily might be ready to start pushing up higher. Now, what does this mean? It means that this is currently your demand zone that is in control, with this now being your daily fractal lows. So for now, I am not interested in a EURUSD short until we break this low once again, as this to me is just an indication that we could start pushing up higher and seeing a deeper pullback up in towards the highs. For example, in towards a weekly area of imbalance, which we have positioned over here. And what you'll see is that this area of imbalance will also align pretty nicely with the fib level being at around the 0.5 fib retracement level. So preferably I would like to see some further upside now from EURUSD on the weekly time frame, but also on the daily time frame. So let's see if this week we can start getting a push up higher. As long as this overall low is respected, we should continue to push up higher. Go down in towards the 4 hour, and you can see that the 4 hour internal trend for now is also bullish, right? We get the push up, retracement, push up, retracement, push up, and now a retracement once again into the 50% mark. Now, therefore, I'm not interested in looking at shorts at the moment, because if you look at the 4 hour swing structure, this is your high, this is your low. We saw a liquidity grab, and then what you have here, you have a 4 hour fractal structure change. So this becomes your supply zone. As you can see, we tap into that supply zone, and then from there we push back down lower again. Now, let's zoom in a bit. And then again, if you look at the fractal structure, we have a fractal low break, and now we have a 4 hour supply zone over here, which we are currently trading inside of. So this could now push EURUSD down lower. Also, if we look at the 15-minute time frame, this could, let's see, we have some liquidity over here above these equal highs. We push up in towards this supply zone, and this could now push the market down lower potentially. However, for now, this is now your demand zone that is in control, and this should just push the market up higher. But overall, what I'm looking for over here, before looking for any shorts at all, guys, is if we can break the overall daily fractal structure. Okay, that is what I need for a beautiful short setup to play out. So I'm going to be waiting for the black line over here on the daily time frame to break, and then only then will I be interested in looking for a potential short once again. Now, going into the dollar index itself grabbed liquidity once again, and the reason that I'm being a little bit hesitant still with the dollar or with EURUSD shorts is because the dollar is still bearish for now, right? If we look at the fractal structure, because here we had a fractal low break, which to me indicates once again, this is now your fractal high over here, and this is now your fractal low. So the dollar is looking bearish for now. It could just push one more time in towards the downside, in towards the sell before the buy, and a dollar that goes down means that EURUSD will go up. So for now, it's not looking too good just yet for the dollar to push up higher. As we can see, the overall trend for now is also just trending a little bit more in towards the downside. So for now, 4 hours a little bit messy on the dollar index. Just focus on the daily time frame, and on the daily time frame we can see that this imbalance currently that broke the fractal low is in control. So as long as that remains in control, it should push the market down lower in towards this demand zone, and then we'll see EURUSD continue up higher. If we break the black line, then obviously we'll start looking for shorts once again on EURUSD. Do keep in mind the dollar index overall is still bullish. As we can see, we have the push up, we have a minor correction, push up. This is just again a correction before then potentially coming in towards this demand zone and then just shooting up. Obviously, it could also just shoot up from here if we break structure, and then we will act upon that and be ready to get in on those EURUSD shorts once again. Now, moving on into AU. AU has pushed down lower on last week. AU was actually extremely beautiful, guys. Just focus on this real quick. What we can beautifully see is again this supply zone doing its work here on the daily time frame. As you can see, we push down, we come back in, and we push back down again. Now, once again, we've seen a fractal break over here, and we now have an area of supply on AU, which is situated over here. So we've now tapped in towards a daily supply zone. Again, guys, all we do is look at a daily fractal structure and then understand that this is your daily fractal high, this is your daily fractal low, and that this is your area of supply. So you're now interested to look for shorts here on AU from this area of supply on the daily, and then you look on the 4 hour time frame, and then you see as well that we have a 4 hour supply zone. then you go down in towards the 1 hour time frame, and then you see also you have a buy up for a sell down on the 1 hour time frame. So let's see what happens inside of here. As you guys know, we always look for the same thing if we want to take any shorts at all, and that is to see a structural shift happen, because for now we are obviously bullish in towards the highs. So what I'll be looking for is, for example, can we react to this 15-minute area of supply over here and then get any bearish momentum to kick in, like see an initial reaction, tap back up, and then for example see the breakdown and then just continue down lower. Then obviously you'll have a nice short on your hands. But if nothing like this happens, guys, we could just continue up and up and up. So don't get in on any shorts yet is what I'm going to do, but let's wait and see if we get any bearish confirmation, because otherwise AU could just continue to push up higher. So definitely wait for that confirmation. But yeah, I'm not interested in any buys on AU, only looking at potential sells. Going into GBPUSD, GBPUSD is looking good for further upside. It's very similar to EU. We can very clearly see again that the daily fractal structure is bullish. So here we have the low break, here we have the high break, then once again here we have the high break as well on the daily fractal structure. So that means that this is then your daily fractal low, and that this over here is your daily fractal high. So what happens when you establish a fractal high? You can see the market pulls back exactly in towards that 50% level, and then from there it just continues to shoot up higher. Now go down in towards the 4 hour time frame, and what you'll see here is that we have a fractal structure shift. So break down, break up. Therefore, this is now a valid area of 4 hour demand from where you could be looking to get in on a potential long. So I will be looking at further upside here on GU, and see something like this play out. So that is currently the setup that I'm looking at. What is then going to be our target? Go into the weekly time frame, and then we're going to be targeting, obviously very similar to EU, this weekly imbalance over here. Okay, so that is what the plan is for GBPUSD. Let's go into NZDUSD. What are we seeing happening over there? Because NZDUSD is pumping hard this morning. Again, if we just focus on the daily time frame and we just remove all the lines and zones, very simply said, we can currently see that we had a fractal low break over here. That means that this is now your daily fractal high, and that this is now your daily fractal low. So again, looking for shorts inside of this area of supply, which we are now currently nearing, and then we'll look to see if we can get any further downside here on the daily time frame, and that obviously aligns with this 4 hour area of supply. So once we reach that 4 hour area of supply, what will we do? We will do exactly what we always do, and that is just wait on the lower time frame to see if we see a structural shift happen to get in on a potential short. Now, last of all, I'm not looking at any longs, by the way, on NZDUSD just yet. Last of all, we have gold. So gold here on the daily time frame is obviously still fractal bullish. So we can very clearly see that here we had a fractal high break, and then here this is now your fractal low on the daily, right? So overall, gold is still bullish, guys. We can very clearly see this is just all one push up, and this is now just a correction before anticipating on the next push up. So then looking here at the fractal structure, that's the first thing that I do. This is the fractal low, this is the fractal high. Then what do we see? We see a nice retracement in towards the 50% level where we're currently stalling. So for me, it still makes sense to push up higher. Then I go in towards the 4 hour time frame, and I see, okay, we had an initial area of supply over here. So this is your initial supply zone. Then once again, we have a supply zone, for example, over here. But you can see that that supply zone is not really doing anything. The market is just stalling inside, to me, hinting that there is no supply. Then what we see last week is that we grab liquidity underneath the lows, and then we see a 4 hour fractal shift in towards the upside. So again, another 4 hour fractal shift and another 4 hour fractal shift. So to me, overall order flow here is bullish. This is now your 4 hour demand zone. So what I'm now looking at is to see if we can get any further upside from that demand zone over here on the 4 hour time frame, which is currently in control. I go down in towards the 1 hour time frame, and then again, you guys know what we do. We look inside of here to see if we get any bullish momentum in order to potentially go long. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Wish you all a fantastic trading week. Make sure to join Discord for further updates, and I'll see you tomorrow.